Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin. I got another breakout video for you guys today. I'm doing a tier list with the new updates, with all the new stuff, changes. I'm not gonna make it the same way I did it last time, where I basically had the tier list and then I put everything in tiers. I'm actually gonna just talk these through based on like what boards have been looking like. I'm just gonna break it down that way, because I think what happened was a lot of that stuff was nerfed, like massively, beautifully nerfed. 2K just probably looked at that sheet and said, all right, let's take this out, let's fix this, let's do that. So now they have to actually listen to me talk for us to actually make this happen. So I hope you guys do pay attention, because some of the better stuff I'm not gonna say till later. Some of the bad stuff are pretty obvious that we don't have to talk about. Like, for example, this is a pretty bad pack. There's no reason you should ever take this. There's no reason you should ever take this hollow pack, for example, because you're probably pulling a gold hollow player, whatnot. I would never personally take an 84 plus gem of the game hidden gem, just because if you guys don't know what equal chance is, it's basically you have a 50% chance of pulling a gem of the game, a 50% chance of putting a hidden gem, and they both kind of are not that good. Let's talk about one of the ones that was considered really good last time, and that was the gem of the game 87 plus that was sellable. They had two different versions. I told you guys about that last time. They had a non-sellable one that had that sticker and one that was sellable, and it definitely made sense to take the sellable one because you were guaranteed at least 5,000 MT and cards were going up to 15k. You were able to make anywhere from 5 to 15. They took that out completely and now they're all unsellable. So I would avoid these like totally. There's no reason for them unless you're just going for your collection, trying to pick up all the gems of the game. There's only a few really good ones, the rest not so much. I didn't even realize I pulled Chris Small, and I wanted him when they were sellable because he was going for a lot. I made a lot of money selling some of these cards. I had this card, I had this Tom card was sellable for me. I had a bunch of these sellable for real, and I was able to make a good amount of change at first, but once they changed that, it just didn't become one of those that were worth it. Now hidden gems, when you're talking about the 87 pluses, I pulled a bunch of these and I've been using them in the exchange. I do believe you should take 87 plus hidden gems, even if you're never gonna do any of this exchange stuff. But the fact that you can throw in 2 hidden gems in here and have an option of pulling a wild gem 87 plus, you never know what you can get. You can get a really good one. It's gonna be unsellable, but it can make the difference between like a really good wild gem card that maybe you want later on in life for the collection, completion, exchange, thingamajig. That's what I'm trying to get at. So like in theory, the wild gem exchange is obviously way too expensive. I would never tell anyone to try to get these diamond cards because they're obviously way overpriced. But if you were able to get like a Mario Ellie for free, who is an expensive card, you were able to get it just from hidden gems, you might as well try. You never know. I've been exchanging for that stuff. Now I'm gonna start speeding this up. Obviously the main prize still, if you haven't done the exchange, is the breakout season 1 exchange. Those are the ones you go into your exchange and go ahead and exchange for pieces. Once you do that, you're only able to do it one time. It costs you a total of 13 pieces, if you guys don't know, to get the pink diamond that you can throw in for all the players, the Jack Sigmas, the Glen Rices, the pink diamond exchange, whatever piece. I made videos on that, so I'm not going to talk too much about that, but obviously that's the main prize. If you've already done it, it becomes obsolete. So I've done a couple boards since. I do not take it, definitely not take it. We'll talk about MT amounts because they've obviously been lowered. You guys can see here, all I'm seeing is 2,500, 3,000, whatever. Anything under 5k I would not touch. There's way better options than anything under 5k. From 5k and up, you start thinking about it, you debate about it. Now the ones that I would definitely like say what's up to are, pay attention to your option packs. Remember this, you get to pick 1 silver badge out of 15 silver badges. Now I did make a sheet that I explained before. I'm going to be updating it every Friday. Every Friday expect me to update the prices on all badges. So what I would say for you guys is, if you need the sheet, go watch the video first, because I worked hard on that and a lot of people haven't even shown it any love, so it kind of sucks. But you guys see here, so there's the bronze, there's the gold. I've been saving them till I make that sheet. It makes no sense for me to open these when I'm not sure prices change so much, drastically incredible. I do have an idea. Obviously the sheet was made so there can be an idea of which badges do go for more, but obviously I want to be perfect. So what I do is I save up all these till I make that sheet. Then I go crazy and open it and pick the most expensive badge. Hopefully there's going to be a badge that in the gold, for example, there should be badges that go for 7,000, 8,000, whatever. You guys can see here, there's some stuff that obviously go for less, but for the most part, even just being smart and just waiting, we can get a lot more than the 5K that we normally do. This was a silver shifty shooter I made 4K off of. I can actually start redeeming some of this stuff. Well, you'll see that like there's a lot of MT to be made off badges in general. I saw the lightning launch for 8.3. This was a gold one. So obviously just knowing which badge is good before you open is the best ideal situation. And I'm not going to tell you guys to go do your math, study, figure all that stuff out. There's a reason I made that sheet, so I could help as many people as possible. That way you guys can make as much money as possible as well, right? Like I don't want to be the only one making money off this. I want you guys making money too at the end of the day. It's honestly, there's a lot of money to be made. I know they try to limit it and make us make less. But that brings us to our next point, which I said it before, and I think they nerfed it slightly, but I hope they don't fully nerf it, honestly. And that's the other badge pack is a lot better, honestly. This is the one right here. I've said it on stream a bunch of times. I've said it within videos, but this is the one you guys should be going for 100%. This, just don't ask too many questions. Go for this. I'm like, that's the only thing I take right now. That's the only thing I take. That's been making me so much money. You can probably make around 10, 15K from each one of these. That's probably the only thing really worth it on these boards now. We'll talk about the players because there are supposed to be a lot of players on boards in general, right? They said they added this new 90s, so there can be 90s players like Bruce Bowen. There's Otis Thorpe, who I've never seen anyone get. I've seen one Bruce, I've seen one Amethyst, Doc Rivers. One player I've been seeing people get, Kyle Lowry. There's a diamond Kyle Lowry. You won't see him on the 90s, you'll see him in the pre-board, like the one right before this. And realistically, I think any player, as long as you don't have them, that's like Amy, Diamond, blah blah blah, anything like that, you should definitely take. It's weird they stopped adding the players like off like the new sets, right? That's very interesting. Like we were getting the players from the first set, the second set, then they never gave us limitless, they never gave us old school. There's no old school deluxes. People are still seeing game on deluxes or arrivals. Even I'm not seeing those. But in general, if you were to see a deluxe pack, probably if you don't have a lot of players from that set, take it. Otherwise just ignore it. But players you do not have, definitely take those. The one I started like going for these spots because as you guys can see, this is there and this is one of the better ones, so I have to probably do that. 2K actually changed it where there's so many full lineup games. I had to play like a billion full lineup games, as you guys are seeing. And it's really sad. Like it was triple threat and clutch mainly, but then the agendas, they don't want us doing those. They don't want us knocking out like 2 birds 1 stone. They're trying to limit everything we can do and do a lot less of everything. So it kind of sucks how it's moving. Everything that you don't see on here is probably, it's the same tier as I had them last time, which means like all your breakout season 1 basketballs, those all suck. We can look through maybe our pack management. I probably got some stuff. Your 84 pluses aren't good. Your base packs, your deluxes, maybe take them, but that's if there's nothing better. Remember, you can take packs on your first board. If you're going through your first board, you're able to take 2 prizes as long as you're not losing. Take 2 and then you warp and you reset all that. These free agents, these 80 pluses, these I get from my wheel spins, from my ball drops, all that stuff. Honestly, free agent cards aren't bad this year because they can help you on like Gauntlet. They'll help you in little challenges here and there, and the best part is they sell for a decent amount. So I'll go ahead here, they both have 5 games left, but I made 1,000 MT, so it's 1,000 MT slot when I drop on it overall. Just realistically, the ones that say breakout on them like this, these are absolutely terrible. Never take these. I think we all kind of know by now which ones are good, which ones are bad. I just wanted to kind of talk about like the main prize that we should all be going for, which in reality is just going to be badges, right? There are Hall of Fame badges you can get too, like just a random Hall of Fame badge. Definitely, I've seen people getting them, so best of luck if you do see them. I have till this point not seen a Hall of Fame badge at all, but I know my time is coming. Besides that, I feel like that's pretty much it that's on here. So take your 87 plus hidden gems. They're 90 hidden gems, the 90 plus hidden gems. I would definitely do that. If you don't know what hidden gems are, they're definitely cool cards. I wouldn't really take an 84 unless there's really nothing better. Remember, these pluses are plussing. Sometimes people will get an amethyst out of the 87 plus, which is supposed to be a ruby. I've seen someone get a diamond out of a 90 plus. It is possible. Obviously, the odds are not in your favor. Definitely possible. I would ignore gems of the game personally. Even for the exchange, the gems of the game cost too much. I think you need to exchange 10 of them to get something, so like that's really bad. I don't even know where they have it. I think it's here. So you would exchange literally 10 gems of the game cards for an 87 plus hidden gem. So that tells you all you need to know, that hidden gems are just a lot more desirable, a lot better, even though there aren't that many options of good ones. It's just they're better card overall. Like, we know the hidden gems, there's only 10, like literally 10. There's 67 of these, there's this and that. I know there's golds and emeralds and sapphires, and trust me, hidden gems, these cards will either drop later, like they will still drop these cards as golds later on in 2K cycle when they make bigger sets, or they're just gonna change this and name this like gems of the game 2 later on when they finish up everything they're working on, everything they're doing. I'm really upset 2K stopped giving us these newer packs. I don't know why they did that. Like, I would love having an opportunity of pulling a limitless player or an old school player, but instead we're just seeing a rival in game on, not even that great, not even that likely to get. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's all y'all need to really know about changes when it comes to prizes. If there's any prizes I didn't go over, which I'm sure there are, you can feel free to comment it down below. I think if there's MT from 5K to 10K, there's still 10K values. You always take the 10K in my opinion. 5K and 7K, I would prefer these any day of the week, these right here. If it's just the silvers or bronze or golds, probably take the MT. It's probably more safe because you might end up getting one of these that doesn't have any good badges in it. It is very possible. I think they've been nerfing badges in general too that you're getting, so that's another thing we need to note. Besides that, I guess that's it. That's all we have to talk about Breakout. I'll see you guys later. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys are able to make as much money as possible, because I am, and I still will continue to do so. I have so many badges. You guys have no idea. I can't wait. I'm waiting till Friday. King of the Court, usually around that time. Saturday, I sell badges. Saturday is a really good day to sell badges so far. That's what I've been noticing over the week. That's when people are like buying the Friday cards and then badging them, making sure they're perfect and ready to go. For me, I've been doing my badges for free through the challenges, the training challenges, and I'll continue to do them that way. I will see you guys later. I'll make an updated video on this when I hit amethyst tier. I've learned a lot about these challenges and how I've been making badges work, and it's really amazing. It's really cool. It's been so much fun. I will see you guys later though. Best of luck to you guys if you're still playing Breakout. There's no more current warp, it's all 90s, so best of luck there. The two best warps are still 90s and special. I would consider 90s over special because it saves you a lot of games. If you do go for the finale though and special, sure, just don't pick clutch time warps or triple threat warps. And I'll see you guys soon. It's been your boy Mos. Y'all know the drill, and ballin' out.